Dr. Roderico, the recent study by Nature has found that the Swachh Bharat mission has contributed significantly to reducing infant and under 5 mortality rates across the country, averting 60,000 to 70,000 infant lives annually. Huge number. What steps can be taken to sustain and enhance this progress? And also, what do you think about the WHO findings on global health highlight and the critical link between sanitation and public health outcomes?
The connection between sanitation and public health outcomes is pretty direct and very, very important. Think about it. Poor sanitation, things like inadequate waste disposal, lack of hygiene, or open defecation creates the perfect environment for diseases to spread. So in public health, we use a measure. It's called the Disability Adjusted Life Years, or DALYs, to measure the burden of disease on a population. Let's say 1 DALY represents the loss of equivalent of 1 year of full health. In addition, the DALY for a disease or health condition is the sum of years of life lost due to premature death and the years lived with the illness. So that's a computation that's being done. And WHO estimated that globally, at least 1.4 million deaths and 74 million DALYs from diarrhea, acute respiratory infections, worm infections, all of which are attributable to unsafe water and sanitation hygiene. This is data from 2019. Swachh Bharat mission is the world's biggest sanitation campaign to stop open defecation and achieve universal access to safe sanitation. When in India, it's always the biggest campaign. That's the amazing thing with India. And WHO had estimated that the Swachh Bharat mission 1.0, when achieved, would result in around 300,000 lives saved and 40 million DALYs averted. That I explained earlier. Now, I think for SBM 2.0, it's designed to sustain the gains of SBM 1.0. It expands the scope to open defecation-free gains by including solid and liquid waste management in both rural and urban areas, creating open defecation-free cities, building public toilets, implementing garbage-free ratings, adopting green technologies for waste management like biogas, digesters, and using digital technology for program management. So it's like a whole ecosystem for environment-friendly and healthy spaces, whether urban or rural, for people. Globally, the biggest challenges in addressing sanitation are poor leadership and political commitment. In India, this is not an issue. India just needs to keep the momentum for more years to come. Sanitation is not just about preventing diseases. I think that's a big message to everyone always. Many diseases are preventable. Good sanitation also means a healthier environment for all. It promotes dignity and safety, especially for women and children who are more vulnerable when there's no safe place for them to go to the toilet. So sanitation is not a side issue. It is foundational to public health. By improving it, we directly improve health outcomes, lower disease rates, and boost the quality of life for entire communities and the whole country.